the time and I'm coming out to play. Get on that beat, I wanna misbehave. Yeah, go, go, look at me, go, go, make me wanna fly, fly all the time. Shining, I'm shining now, makes no difference if the world ain't listening. I'm never gonna change. So what if I'm kicking up dirt? I wanna be heard. Say my thing.
And I don't know why I waited so late to do Pisces. I don't know if something was just holding me off from Pisces reading. I don't know what. Pisces, I'm sorry I did not get to you at the beginning of September. Today is the 14th. We're right here at mid-September, so I'm going to give you guys a mid-September reading. And Pisces, I promise I will start with you in October. Promise. So, hey guys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. So glad you guys are tuning in for your reading. I'm just shuffling the cards to get some energy for Pisces. I'm going to do the 4-card spread. First card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energies as we well, I'm not going to start from the beginning of September, but first card from the deck, bottom of the deck, to show me the energy right now, Pisces, and then I'll still draw 3 more cards, and you can just count the weeks out to take you guys into October. And then, like I said, I'll come back and do your reading first. And just a couple messages for Pisces, you guys. Just, you know, the messages for Pisces, just try to see things for what they are. Pisces, see things clearly. I know Pisces like to live in the dream world, have a Pisces moon, so I know a lot about that. I am strong Pisces, so I'm strong water all together. Cancer rules my chart, then Virgo, then Pisces, but I would say the Pisces is just is about as strong as the Cancer because it's my moon sign, and the moon is one of the most important. I would say the moon, sun and the moon are the 2 most important planets in the chart, and then, you know, your Mercury, your Mars, your Venus, and so on to the outer planets. So, you know, just speaking of the personal planet. So Pisces, I know that Pisces can be in a dream world. So for right now, as you go forward, Pisces, especially as we get into like October, the fall season, the Halloween season, like a kind of a theme of darkness. I'm not saying those are dark months or anything bad. I'm just saying as we get into those hibernation months, darkness months of fall and winter and things like that, just try to see things clearly, no illusions, Pisces. Pisces, I think you're being more considerate of what you need, making clear. See, it may be part of not seeing illusions. Pisces is being clear about what you need and making that clear to others. And then, what else, Pisces? I had something else, but I was kind of cleaning up. I spilled my candle, my Aries candle, on the table, and as I was cleaning up, some of those messages left my head. So if anything comes back, Pisces, I'll let you know. But those are kind of what I got for you guys as of right now, mid-September, and as we go forward into October. So, because Pisces, you guys are in charge of your happiness. Just see things for what they are. Kind of take charge. See things clearly. Keep everything, you know, on the up and up. And just, you know, no head in the clouds type stuff, Pisces. Be a realist. So let's go for my Pisces. Oh, and the last step was the last thing I was thinking for Pisces. You guys may be feeling sexually charged, pretty sexual this month, things of that nature. So whatever that means, maybe a lot of sexual energy. So just keep an eye on that as well. All right. So just shuffling. And then I'll do a tarot oracle card for the heart to help you guys with any guidance you may need in reference to the spread that comes out. And I'm about to go ahead and cut the cards and lay the cards. I see a couple flip overs, but I'm not taking any. We'll see what comes out in the spread. I just think that means it's ready for Pisces. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck. Okay. And let's see what's going on, Pisces. For right now, I would say up into like the first week or so of October. So I have the Hierophant in reverse. I have the Chariot in reverse. I have the Ace of Swords. And then I have the King of Pentacles in reverse for Pisces. All right. And then I'll be shuffling the other deck as we read through these. So, I don't feel like I can see good. All right, move my table over. All right, so Pisces, you may be, kind of breaking the rules, coming out of a stalemate, coming out of tradition, maybe overcoming a few obstacles, even with that 5 in reverse, being as though you have the Hierophant in reverse. And the Hierophant a lot of times represents I would say things of a religious nature, followings, cults, sects, being a part of a group, maybe attending schools, having a teacher, being a part of a following, being a part of something. And it could even, represent spirituality and things of that nature. I think can be seen in the Hierophant card, but more so like organized things, like organized religions and things that go sort of according to the book and things like that. So you guys could be coming out of this mind frame, maybe breaking away from the pact. I would say Pisces, kind of going out on your own and finding your own way. And even if you feel coming into the Chariot card in reverse, you guys may feel as though you have lost your power, you have lost something, or you really don't have the strength. So I'm not sure what it is that you may be walking away from, Pisces, what you may be dealing with, what you may be coming out of, like this group think, this organized way of thinking, or maybe following someone. I know this isn't the what is the card I'm thinking of? Not the High Priest. I am thinking of, one second. Of course, I got the picture of the card in my head, and I can't call it because I'm looking at the Hierophant, and it's the card that always reminds me of the Hierophant. Like the Hierophant kind of symbolizes, like I said, things, a following of a sect, of a kind of a organized religion or organized group and things like that. But then when you see one second, I'm going through the deck. Justice. Just a second, guys. It's always reminiscent to me of the... Oh my goodness, Pisces, I have been talking and I had a phone call come through and I was just talking and I didn't really realize I have to restart the recording after the phone call comes through. So I'm going to try to go back and pick up where I left off. But like I was talking about, I think I left off on a Chariot with it just showing a little bit of being out of balance as you come from with whatever situation this was with the Hierophant, whether it was the walking away or the coming out of a groupthink, a relationship, something you were bonded into, leaving negative situations, negative people behind. Because the Cancer card does represent water signs, the Pisces, the Scorpio, and the Cancer. So you guys could be out of balance with the Chariot in reverse, just feeling a little emotional, feeling like you don't have things in control, you don't quite know where you're going because what you thought you believed in with the Hierophant in reverse card is not really what you believe in, and it's not really the direction you want to go in. And Pisces, you may have known this for some time, so I feel like you're going to set out on a different path to regain this balance and regain this control. So Pisces, you just have to keep in mind it's up to you, like I talked about before the video came on. Because some of these choices with the Hierophant in reverse and with the Chariot in reverse, maybe some changes or some things that happened weren't necessarily things that you set in motion, Pisces. Maybe they weren't necessarily things you wanted to happen, but, somebody else may have been in control of those things or making some of those things happen. But when I talked about when we first came on the video, it was about Pisces really making their own decisions, seeing what's best for Pisces, and not letting anybody else run that ship. Because when you let somebody else run your ship and control your life, you do ends up being out of balance, as we can see, out of balance physically and emotionally. And I definitely think there's some unbalanced emotions in the Pisces, as we know. I mean, that can be an issue for many of Pisces out there, probably for most. But what's going to happen is there is going to be a new beginning that comes in, a new start on the communication front. And we know Mercury rules communication, so some of you guys could be looking at new jobs, new friend circles, opening back up friend circles that you had, communicating with people that you haven't, new ideas, new thoughts, new entrepreneurial businesses, new entrepreneurial ideas, new beginnings that can be very prosperous, Pisces. Sorry, I had my TV on pause and it came back on. So very prosperous for you, Pisces, if you can see that when one door closes, another door does open. So whatever you are coming out of with that Hierophant in reverse, and you feel kind of shaken up and that you've lost your way, or those were the ways that you were feeling with the Chariot in reverse, just know you're going to have a powerful new beginning, new relationships, new people, new ways of thinking and communications, and just powerful new beginnings, Pisces, that can take you where you want to go. And as we get toward the end of get into October, in kind of that first week or so with the King of Pentacles in reverse, it shows maybe there are some dealings falling through, something going on with money. So I feel like, Pisces, you do have some new beginnings and some new starts, but with the King of Pentacles, you have some monetary issues to tie up. So you guys could be lagging, or you could be behind on some bills, some contracts could have went through. Or something like that. And it's like big stuff. It's like something that was big to you, or maybe there's really a chunk of money. And big is according to the scale in your life. You know, $1 million wouldn't be big to a billionaire. You know what I mean? It would be big, but it wouldn't be huge. You know, so $500 when your paycheck is $800 could be a big bill. A $300 bill when your paycheck is $800 or $700 could be a big bill. So just something big coming through to take a look out for. Pisces, maybe something with your home, something, even in relationships, cars, anything that has to do with the material realm, with your possessions, with your dealings with other people, contracts, anything having to do with money. So something is kind of falling through. Not quite sure what area that's gonna. I can't say specifically. For more specific things, you guys will want to get personal readings either with myself. You can check the description box below and just email me. Say, hey, I want a reading. I will send you guys a PayPal link. You pay, and then you can schedule a time when you want to call, or if you want to have it recorded and sent to you, that's fine. Or you choose any tarot reader, astrologer that you're comfortable talking to, guys. So if you want something more specific to maybe see exactly in what area, just get a little bit more information on where this monetary, this stability thing is kind of falling through as we get into October, just you guys want to do that, because these are general for everybody that watches. Some of the things are going to apply, some of the things aren't. And remember to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising sign for a complete picture of what's going on for you. So anyway, just keep a lookout on that. I feel like you have the new beginning in the Ace of Swords so that you can take care of some of these things that happen with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Because right side up, it would mean coming into big monies, big contracts, being very, very stable, having everything that you need, being the king of your domain, being able to create more and more and more and more wealth, beauty, luxury, and stability. And with this in reverse, I'm showing no, the stability isn't quite there yet. The opportunity is presented with the Ace of Swords, but Pisces, you have to do everything right. You have to make sure you're on the up and up, that you're seeing things clearly, and you're being honest with yourself so that you guys can really reap the benefits that are going to be brought to you throughout the rest of September and as we get into October. So like I said, guys, check me out if you need something a little bit more personal. But Pisces, I wish you the best. But before we go, let me give you an oracle card to just help you, give you some direction, and maybe help you with what area some of the tarot cards are speaking to. All right, because that was a really general reading, Pisces. I mean, you had two major arcana, but those were kind of straightforward. The Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So a real straightforward reading, Pisces. If this was sounded kind of general, this was really not specific with these cards that are on the table. I didn't get any like real details with anything. But if this resonates with you, you know what area of your life it applies to, I'm sure. So, and then the card to get you through this month, I always love my oracle cards. I tell you, they resonate so much, they make me want to cry every time I do readings and draw cards. I mean, it's just these readings just really touch me. They're always so on point. So Pisces, and I wish I could do bigger readings, but guys, I just can't. Doing 12 signs, working daytime jobs, and doing other things, taking care of things, trying to do the bigger, because I really like the horoscope kind of spread where you do like cards for each house of the zodiac of your birth chart, you know, and of course I like the Celtic cross, so I like to do bigger readings to get more details, but we just don't have the time. I'm almost at 15 minutes already, and I do not remember talking for 15 minutes. What happened to the first 10? But anyway, the card that I drew was Control, and it's the number 8, and it's perfect. And where I set this card, it's like I have 4 cards on the table. The 2 middle cards are the Chariot reverse and the Sword upright, and right in the middle, where I just happen to put the Control card because it's just centered with the layout, is sitting right in between those 2 cards. And listen, walk this through in your mind. The card that precedes it is the 7 in reverse, which is the Chariot, where we talked about you being out of balance, needing to get control, needing to get things in balance, needing to get your emotions and your physical in balance and perspective. Next is this Control card sitting in the middle. We just said that. This is where you're going to be coming from the Chariot card, is control. When the Chariot is upside down, that's out of control. The Control card came out of the Oracle deck to tell you you're going to get control. That's all you need to do, is get control of everything. Emotions, physicality, everything. Don't react on things. Have a controlled manner and a controlled mood through everything, and things are going to work out for you, Pisces. Because then next, the card that sits to the right of the Control card is the Ace of Swords. Whatever you think you don't have a hand on, or you had to walk away from it, that did not work out as towards the end of the end of August, the beginning of September, it is going to work out. Just be in control no matter what comes up. If things comes up, the obstacles always come up, whether they be bills, monetary things, sickness, illness, things come up, Pisces. So you are gonna, as long as you have control and you do what's best for you, which is in turn doing what's best for other people, from a righteous standpoint, you will definitely make some headway and be off to a better start. I feel that you have been, Pisces. You really can't spiral out of control with any dependencies, anything that you want to use as a crutch. Even coming out of, with the Hierophant in reverse, coming out of some things always opens the door for newer things, for better things. It's all in perspective and what you do with the opportunities, hint, hint, the Ace of Swords that you are given. Use your creativity, use your brilliant minds to make your world what you want to see it be, and to provide that stability for yourself and the people around you, Pisces. I thank you so much for listening to Frequency World Radio. I'm so sorry your reading was late, mid-month. This has to be a mid-month reading, but I will start with Pisces, right hand to the man, for October. Love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of September. Deuces.